Welcome in everybody to the Pony Sports NIL interview series, and we're excited to sign and partner with the young Mustang tight end from Frisco, Nolan Matthews Harris. Please follow us on Twitter at Pony Sports DTX and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Welcome in, Nolan. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so just talk to me about what it means to be able to sign an NIL deal and make money off your name, image, and likeness.
I think it's huge, especially since I was in college before NIL. And it was we all kind of talked about it just not really being fair because like coaches were able to kind of move and do what they wanted to do, but we couldn't really make any money, or like we'd go to like the games and people would be wearing our jersey, like they'd have our jersey numbers and stuff like that. And with like without the name on the back. And so but we really wouldn't be making any money off of it. So it's just kind of nice being able to like get paid for what we do after all the work and stuff that we do throughout the year.
No, that's no doubt. That's pretty awesome. And you mentioned it right there with coaches getting paid. So I guess I just have to ask, how caught off guard were you by the whole Sonny Dykes to TCU announcement?
Caught off guard. I was caught off guard when I initially heard it. And we were also kind of all caught off guard whenever the announcement was made, just because we were never really told. So we were kind of all caught off guard just by the way it happened. All broke down like on the bus going to the Tulsa game. And hearing like there were coaches leaving and stuff, and so that was kind of caught us off guard about how that was kind of handled, just because like he had kind of addressed it a little bit before, but kind of said that there was all rumors and he's here to stay and all of that. So yeah, especially going to TCU is kind of a slap in the face to all of us.
Oh, I think that's every SMU fan would agree with that. And I'm sure it's even more so to you players, but talk about just kind of, was there ever really a open discussion until after it was announced on Friday about him actually leaving, or was it all about him staying before that?
No, it was really kind of him kind of just saying, just don't worry about the noise. And he didn't really address it for a long time. He didn't really start addressing it till like the last week, the week of Tulsa. And he kind of just didn't say anything. Like it was kind of just like an elephant in the room. Like we'd hear all the rumors like on Twitter and stuff. And we'd hear him say like, he's focused on us right now and all that stuff is ridiculous. But he never really told us like if he was really leaving or not. He technically he still never told us he was going to TCU for a fact. He never like confirmed it. But we all knew he was. So
wow, that's pretty crazy. And I guess I have to ask, like, I know you can't speak for everybody else, but I know you probably witnessed it, but what were some of those emotions like on Friday when you saw that news, and Saturday in the locker room before or after the game?
It was kind of mixed messages a little bit. I know for more of the older guys, I can kind of speak for them. It was kind of more like a sad type of feeling, just because like that was their coach that they had, speaking like Hayden and Alon and all them, like that was their coach that they had for like their career. So that they were really sad about that. And then on the flip side, I know a lot of the young guys like myself were kind of angry, just for the fact of like, that's our coach and that's who we came here for. And then also like him going to TCU and us, having to deal with that and play them every single year, and see him when like a lot of the seniors, like they're done after this. So it kind of like was more of like a sad kind of going away type of thing for them. And for us, it was kind of like, I don't know, like wanted to get revenge or like kind of like avenge SMU with that. So it was kind of mixed feelings, but I could like, a lot of guys were pretty upset about it.
No, I can totally imagine that. And I know you had some posts and stuff on social media that a lot of SMU fans ran with and were pretty liked your fight to that. So that definitely was something I saw. And I guess I have to ask the questions, how excited will you be to get the chance to, beat TCU at home next year? And, what I would bet a lot of money on will be probably the craziest crowd I'll have ever seen at Ford. And I'm sure a sellout crowd for a game like that. So how exciting of an environment or opportunity do you think that would be for you?
I'm super excited. Just like especially coming from Arizona State and seeing like how like the real rivalry is between, and like the hate between Arizona State and Arizona is. I think that it's gonna kind of get to that point between us and TCU, like it is for Arizona State and the other team. And so I really think like this is kind of like the birth of like a real like rivalry going on between us and TCU. And I know all of us are ready for the game. Like we want to go play the game right now. If we could, we'd schedule them every single week next year and play them every single week. Good.
I love that attitude. And no,
Yeah,
that's yeah. I think SMU fans feel the same way. So that's why I expect that'll be one of the craziest games circled on everybody's calendar for the players, fans, everybody. So that'll be. I do think you're right, though. I think that'll add a lot of chippiness and kind of really amp up that rivalry even more, just over especially these next few years. And hopefully we can get win number 3 in a row and really stick it to them there. But
yeah, I know.
so being from Frisco, and you mentioned, going to ASU, what led you to transfer back to SMU and come back home?
Just I saw like all the success the tight ends were having at SMU, and also my there's like a family situation, and I kind of wanted to talk to my parents about it. I kind of wanted to come back home and be closer to home, and so those are really the two biggest things. Like I just saw like Kylan and all of them, like just how the year he had, and that was under Coach Lashley, which is funny now. But and like I knew Coach Dykes, getting recruited. They recruited me out of high school, and so like, I was kind of familiar with him, and I was familiar with Coach Martin and all that. So I just wanted to kind of get back home, and I saw what SMU was building, and I wanted to be a part of it.
No, that's awesome. And so, you told me earlier you had a meeting with Coach Lashley today. How did that go? And how did his initial meeting with the team go in your eyes?
It went really good. I like the way he's approaching it. He's making sure that like he's talking to all of us individually, the ones that want to talk to him, and just taking the time like before he does anything else to just make sure that like we're okay and kind of just talk to us and build a relationship with us, which I feel like a lot of coaches wouldn't have done. They would have normally like tried to gone out recruiting to try to like stop the bleeding that was caused whenever all the coaches left and all the recruits decommitted and whatever that situation was. But he kind of just took time to want to get to know us and put us first, which I kind of respected. And he's not really trying to earn our respect or kind of like preach to us. He's kind of just saying like, if you guys just give me a chance, I know I'm like gonna be truthful and be real with you guys and give you guys my all. So I like the way he's going about it.
It's awesome. So you think team's kind of seeing maybe a genuine approach from him, which is a little refreshing.
Yeah, I think, and I guess I'm just speaking kind of for like me and myself, like the guys who didn't really know him. I know like Do and the guys that were here with him have like a different relationship just because they know him, like they know who he is and how he coaches and stuff. But kind of just like for us, like me, Curly, and like all the transfers and stuff, or the new guys coming in, just kind of trying to feel him out. And it seems like he's a pretty good guy, and all the coaches have said good things about him, whether they're here or not here. So that's also a good thing.
Yeah, it is. And did you know Coach Lashley at all before you met him? I guess it was yesterday or Monday.
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times. I think he came to my high school and watched me practice at a high school. So that was like I had a relationship with him. I knew who he was. I kind of really didn't talk to him that much just because I didn't really like official visit to SMU or anything. But like I went to Coach Dyke's house and everything out of high school. So like I know who he is. We have kind of like a relationship. But now we're kind of just working on building it and building a strong relationship and kind of really talking and getting to know each other.
No, that's great. And I know everyone wants to start and play every snap, but what was it like for you to kind of be able to rotate behind someone like Grant Calcaterra this year, who has so much experience, and being first team all conference at OU previously? And what was it like kind of being able to be behind him and learn from him?
Not gonna lie, it was fun. It was kind of frustrating at first, just coming here, wanting to play, but like, and I didn't really kind of know Grant that much, and I was kind of feeling him out. But like, we got super close. Like, he's probably one of my best friends on the team, like with all the tight ends. And it was really cool, like seeing somebody that's been through all of it and like learning from somebody like a veteran like that was like so much experience. It was kind of nice for me, especially like whenever I was hurt. I would kind of watch him, and I think that's what it was able for me to play. Like good in the last game against Tulsa. Whenever I finally got like my shot after being hurt, getting cleared and everything, just kind of using the stuff that he would teach me and during practice, he would kind of tell me tips and like different things that he does that helps him, and kind of just being a vet. So I really appreciate him, and I owe a lot of my success and like maturity to him.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. And yeah, I think that's a good mindset to have. I know every player wants to get out there and get all the reps and play. So I know that's kind of sometimes a tough mindset. And I know that'll probably be your first goal next year is to, be that guy and kind of like you were saying in the last game of the season. So what are some of your goals in the off season so you can get to that spot where you want to be being, TE number one and being that kind of go-to guy out there?
Um, just have an off season. This is gonna be my first off season, and I've had in college just because my freshman year came in the summer, and then it was COVID, and then last when I came here in January, I broke my wrist like a month in, so I was kind of limited in spring and summer. I didn't do spring ball, and so I'm just really focusing on just having an off season and just getting stronger and faster, taking care of my body, getting more flexible. I'm doing like Pilates and more maintenance stuff. Um, yeah, I just really think I just need to like get bigger, stronger, and kind of just play football more, kind of like with spring, just get the reps. And I think once I do that, I should be all right, especially in Coach Lash's offense.
Yeah, it's definitely a tight end friendly offense and an exciting offense. So I know SMU fans are real excited to see what you can do in that offense, similar to Granson after seeing you come through high school and transfer back from Arizona State. So I know we look forward to that. So what would you say to fans who haven't seen you play though? What is the strength of your game as a tight end?
Um, I think I'm a playmaker. I think I'm somebody like when the ball gets in my hands that I can make things happen, make people miss. I'm a big body. I think I'm a mismatch. Um, I'm still learning how to be a veteran, whether that be like, just play every snap as hard as I can. Just like being a young guy, you kind of just, don't really know and watch. That's something that Grant did really well is like, even in practice, he would just like go all out, finish. And so I'm just kind of learning how to do that, like practice like a veteran. And so I think that they'll see that next year. And I think we'll just see like a pissed off guy ready to prove himself. Feel like a lot of people kind of forgot about me or, um, I was kind of just like left behind. So I'm ready to prove myself and make a statement.
Hey, no, that's music to my ears because I remember when you came in, you were one of the guys I was most excited about there before Calcaterra. So I understand that's kind of one of those probably a little bit of mixed bag feeling for you, thinking coming in being tight end one and then having to compete with that room and then getting injured. So that'll be exciting to see you get to do some work next year for that. But what would you say one thing about you, whether it's on the field or just personal life, that you'd want to share that Mustang fans don't know about you?
Um, I'm really like a simple guy. I like to golf.
Okay.
Um, I love football. I go probably like every other weekend or every couple of weeks. I'll go down to my high school and just talk to the coaches and just draw up plays and like work on offense and stuff because I just want to like coach and be like an offensive mind, and just get better in that aspect. But I think that I don't know. I'm just like a simple guy. I like to have fun, like to hang out
Mhm.
with like my friends and stuff and just chill, um, and just be in Dallas. So
No, that's great. That's great. And you said you like to golf. You any good?
yeah, I'm all right. I can hold my own. I can hold my own. I can hold
Okay,
my own.
that's good to hear. I bet you with your strength, you probably get a pretty good drive out of that thing. So
Yeah, whenever it's not slicing, whenever I can hit it straight, it's like 300. I can hit it
hey,
like 300,
hey,
but when
that's
it's
all of our problems, right?
yeah,
I'm pretty good when I'm not slicing into the woods. So
exactly.
so what is do you have any weird football superstitions?
Oh, I have a couple actually.
What do you got? Let's hear them.
I won't do anything that I don't like. I have to practice with it, whether that be like cleats or whatever. Like if I don't practice with it, I just won't wear it.
Okay.
And then if I wear something and I have success with it, I'll like always have to wear it. Um,
Yep.
so even if like, let's say like I wore like a arm sleeve or something like that, like something simple like that, or tape my wrist a certain way, and I had like a good game or a good practice, like I'll have to do it. I'll just do that constantly over and over again.
Mhm.
Taping wise, like I go to the same roadie to get tape before practice. Um, I always put my right sock on and right shoe on before my left. That's kind of just like in life. I'll never put my
Okay.
left sock or shoe on before. Yeah, I listen to the same song whenever I go out doing the walk. Kind of like the same thing, kind of like a routine guy.
Love it. Love it. And I know a lot of football guys are, so that's, it's always interesting to hear what those takes are. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Those are some good ones. I know a lot of people really go to if I wore that, I got to wear it again.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
I remember I had a basketball game in high school that I had where I actually left my shoes, my normal basketball shoes in the gym. So I had my worn out old shoes. Played an awesome game, so I wore them the rest of the year. And I was like, I felt like I was almost sliding everywhere, but
Yeah, I
hey,
know. Exact same
superstition.
way. Same way.
Well, so just for some quick hitters for you here, what a DB or linebacker on the team is the most difficult to beat one-on-one in practice?
Huh. DB, B Cross.
Okay.
I would say B Cross. Just because he's just like an annoying little gnat. Like he just like he talks too. Like if he stops you, he talks too, and yeah. So B Cross is DB. Like, and I know B Cross from like high school. Like we were cool in high school, so like we always like he'll always just talk to me and stuff. So B Cross, and then linebackers, I would say Rich, just because he's like been in college since I was like in middle school, so he's seen everything.
That's savvy
like,
veteran.
Yeah, he's like savvy. Like he'll do things, and it's just like I'll look and it's like, yep, it's Rich. Like he just always get hands, and he just always like knows little shortcuts to do. So yeah, I'll say like B Cross and then Rich probably.
I love the B Cross Nat comment, and he definitely seems chirpy out there. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
he is. It's annoying.
Yeah, I'm sure you love it when you're actually on the sideline seeing him.
Oh yeah, if he's on our
when
team,
you're practicing,
it's
you're
amazing.
like,
Yeah, exactly. And he never loses anything. Everything, if you catch anything on him, it's luck or he slipped or something happened.
Or you cheated or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that mindset. That's a great mindset to have. And who would you say is the most difficult guy to block when you're blocking at tight end?
I'd have to say GY Turner. I'd also throw Steph in there, even though he hadn't played, just because I was with him at Arizona State, and yeah, that doesn't really work out well. But I would say, yeah, I haven't really had to block Elijah that much, thank God. So he probably would be number one, but I would say probably GY, Turner, and probably like Jimmy.
Okay. Those would be the guys I probably would have guessed. That makes sense. And who would you say is the fastest guy on the team?
Curly.
All right. Love hearing that. Curly's got some speed, man. He's got that deceptive speed too.
Yeah. Curly.
And who would you say is the fastest tight end on the team?
Now, this is kind of a loaded question because I would say myself, but so I'm going to go myself at one. So I'll go me and Grant tied kind of. And then, but who's really fast in both of us, I think, is Gage. And just because he's like a little lighter, he's not as heavy as we are. But I think pound for pound with weight, because Grant's like 15, 20 pounds lighter than me, I would say myself. But probably if we just line straight up, probably Gage.
I love it. Pound for pound, fastest tight end. I like it. Let's go with that. And last question for you here is, if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would you want to play the lead role for you? You can pick an athlete too if you want.
My life. I would say either Will Smith, Kevin Hart, or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nice. Kevin Hart would look pretty funny playing tight end, though.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I would say him. Maybe, Will Smith. Maybe LeBron.
Yeah, no, those would be good. LeBron, I could see LeBron or Will Smith being a good fit there. No, I love that. Well, that's all we have here today, guys, with Nolan Matthews Harris. Thanks for tuning in. Please tune in over the next few weeks as we continue our NIL series. If you didn't check out our first several interviews, go check them out on Twitter or YouTube at Pony Sports DTX. But for now, we'll be signing off so we can get Nolan paid. Thanks for joining us, Nolan.
Thank you for having me.